and welcome to the Simplicity Lifestyle channel. My name is Psyche, and today I'm going to be delving into the psyches of people to find out what they felt about COVID-19 and how they actually coped with it. I know it from my point of view. I'm curious to know how senior citizens to younger people, in fact how all people coped with it. Let's find out. Well, I'm out and about, and hopefully I'll be getting some people to interview to find out exactly how COVID-19 has affected them and how they see what the future. That's the church bell. God had to interrupt my filming. Thank you. Thank you. He's gonna go boom now. You see it? Hello, my name's Psyche, and I've met this wonderful woman, and she owns this lovely cafe. So can I just have your name first, please?
M.
And what's the name of your cafe?
M's Kitchen.
And whereabouts is this M's Kitchen?
We are in High Street, Beckenham.
So how has the coronavirus affected you and your family?
Well, it's been quite challenging over the last few weeks. It's been hard, obviously, not knowing when we're going to open, what's going on. So it has been really challenging. But I'm really optimistic. So I'm hoping that in the next kind of couple of weeks, we're all kind of aiming for the 4th of July, that hopefully we might come to some kind of normality.
Okay, so when you say it was challenging, what actually was challenging for the family?
I think when you own your own business, the not knowing when you're going to reopen, what's going on, and really for everyone's kind of well-being as well.
Okay, what's been your best moment of the lockdown?
The best moments have been spending a little bit of time with my 5-year-old daughter. That's
Lovely.
Been wonderful. Yes, it's been great fun.
And what's been the worst for you?
The worst has been, I think it's just been quite an emotional roller coaster. So mentally quite challenging. I think financially, not knowing kind of business-wise what's going to happen.
But obviously shutting down, has it made you sort of reorganise how you look at the way you do your business, and you've come up with new, better ideas maybe of working?
100%. I always look at things and try and turn them into a positive. So yes, I did. I had to relook at my business, have a look at things that I can bring, offer something different to the public. And just it's just a different way of running a business at the moment.
So what kinds of new ways of working have you introduced, and what can the people of the area hope to expect to find?
So we've actually just launched M's by Night. So we're open every evening until 9 p.m. So we've got a brand new menu, which I think we've really worked hard to just find that little gap in the market, something different other than your pizzas, your pastas, your Chinese. And also we're doing traditional pie and mash with liquor every Friday and Saturday.
Okay, and finally, if you had one message to give to all the public, what would that message be in light of what has happened?
Do you know what? It's been really tough, but in general, I think that we just have to kind of pull through, really support everybody, small businesses, families, the elderly, the children, everybody. Let's all pull together, support each other, be kind to everybody, and we will get through it.
So when you and your friends have been talking, what kind of topics have been discussed with regard to COVID-19?
Mainly about like when shops, cafes, restaurant, pubs, whatever are opening, when we can see each other again properly.
Because it is fair to say that before COVID-19, people used to go out with each other, but then people witnessed them being on their separate phones and they weren't communicating at all. I mean, do you think that will change now?
I think it has. I think obviously when I see my friends now on the weekends or whatever, we are spending a lot more time actually talking to each other rather than sitting there on our phones, just because you have to make the most of the time you've got with each other.
So do you think that this was a good thing that has happened? How do you think it's going to change society, as in the world, not just the United Kingdom?
I don't know, I feel like hopefully everyone will be nicer to each other, kinder. I don't know if it was necessarily a good thing, but hopefully we can make positive about a bad situation,
right,
and come out better from it.
When you heard the government were going to shut down basically the country, how did you feel about that?
Well, I was sort of glad to a certain extent, because we own a pub. So we're literally, the weekend before the government announced for people to social distance, our taking plumped 75%. So we're standing behind the bar waiting for the government to tell us to close. So, because if we closed earlier, we wouldn't have maybe got compensation or rent relief from our brewery.
Do you think, sort of looking at it, that even though it's been a difficult time, do you think for humanity's sake that it was good that everything had to stop?
I certainly think it. I think it's Mother Nature telling us to reset the clock.
Right. And how do you think the world, not just the UK, but the world is going to cope going forward?
Can I be honest? I don't think things are going to change. I think people are going to go. Actually, people I think are going to be greedier and more antisocial than ever.
Right. And why do you think that?
Because I think before that, as it was, people were always on their phones, whereas now they've been stuck indoors, they've been more on their phones or more on TV, whereas, I'm still seeing out, kids headphones on, not take any notice, not aware of the surroundings.
Right, and how do you think it will change you then as a person?
Well, I'm sort of more grateful every day that, we're going to make some changes in our life, whether we decide to stay in the UK or move to Canada, Ireland or Spain. We've got options, and we're very lucky, myself and my partner.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Si.
No worries, darling.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, thank you.
All I can do is to carry on, being more careful, washing my hands, but I still went out, but I just kept away from people.
Right.
And whenever I went out, you wash your hands anyway, but then you wash your hands as soon as you come back in.
Did you feel lonely at all? Do you feel that society
no,
looked
I've
after
met so
everyone?
many lovely people.
Right. So do you think you've met more people because of this?
Yes. I've got to know so many people, nice people, because you walk all round the back streets, all through the parks, and you meet other people that are doing the same as you, and you stop and have a chat.
So basically, you've seen more kindness then in people.
Yes.
So would you say it was a good thing that happened?
Well, it wasn't good, but it's made people, I think, more friendly with each other. That's what I think.
And do you think this will continue when, everything's back to the new normal, if there's going to be a new normal?
Well, I hope so, because I think people appreciate their parks more and walk more and talk to people more instead of just walking past people. Because people are saying hello to each other now, but they never used to.
It's true. So Ron, how has it affected you?
Well, much the same with everybody else. I mean, when it first came out, I don't think anybody understood the meaning of it or whatever.
Did it worry you at all when you were hearing things on television and in the press?
Not worry, but there's concerns, sorry. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And how do you feel about it now?
Well, it's just a flat line really, because we still don't know where we're going. How long it's going to last, or how it affects. I mean, it's affected every family. My grandchildren can't succeed. Well, now I can. There's a little bit of hope there for that. But, no, yeah.
Oh, thank you. And I'm speaking to a gentleman who does not want to be in film, but he's very happy to give me his comments, and all is welcome on my channel. So can I ask you what your name is, please, sir?
My name is Bamba.
Bamba. And Bamba, can I ask you, when you heard the government were shutting down everything due to COVID-19, how did that make you feel?
When I heard the news, it was a shocking news, because it's a news that no one expect. It was a news that no one ever heard about, and it just happened at a moment where people should be joining, hands and heart and work, together, to get rid of whatever separation that we have in life. And
So how did it actually affect you personally with your work and stuff like that?
at this present moment, I have no job.
Right.
So,
And is that due to COVID-19?
Absolutely.
Right. So where can you see your future going? What are your plans, basically trying to get everything back together?
My plans, it's dead. There's no plan anymore, because it just, start to, progress, and that's where it stopped.
Do you think COVID-19 has affected more people than what people are actually saying?
No. Absolutely no.
Right, so you said no. Sorry. So you said no. So are you saying that you think less people were affected by COVID than is actually true?
Yes, absolutely.
And why is that?
Because I don't see ambulance doing the job. I don't hear a sound of ambulance that going around that said people is seriously injured. So I mean, like, I don't know what really going on. It's like you heard the ambulance a few months before the COVID-19 even speak about, for people that got cancer and other sickness and accident. But now you don't hear the ambulance. So what's going on? It's not true.
Right. So what will your plans be for trying to get back on your feet? Will you be, do you think it's you'd go for benefit, or you don't really know what way you're going to be going?
At this moment, I don't even know what is going to be, for the future. It's just end. This world just end, So I don't know what's my plan. I don't have a plan now.
Okay.
As far as I can see now, for people to realize, it's for people to just join hands and heart together at this present moment and see that there's nothing in this world away from loving human being.
Okay, well, I've been up and down the high street talking to various people about their experiences, and I think one thing that everybody agrees with, that they really hope that everything comes together at the end of this very strange and weird episode in our lives. Well, after driving around, it would appear that the traffic hasn't increased that much, which is a good thing, because it shows that the public really are adhering to the government's guidelines of gently does it while we get back to the new, in quotes, normal. Whatever the new normal may be, I hope and pray for one thing, that we end up better people. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. I really did enjoy making this. You take care now. Bye.